What's going on? What's going on? What is going on? It's your boy, Smooth Blaze, and I'd like to welcome you back to Under Reconstruction, Transformation of the Mind, the Body, and the Spirit. We are in session 2, part 3. Now, before we get into the important facts and important topics for this week, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my page. Also, select that notification bell and select all so you do not miss one video. Now, last week, we kind of stepped back and focused in on not only looking at the ideal weight that we want, but what are the major steps we need to take in order to reach the goal that we're setting for ourselves. Now, from that aspect, we have to really create a blueprint so that we can visually see the path versus going in there blind. Now, for this week, something that crossed my mind and a question that really hits me, and I know it hits you as well, is do I really lack consistency? Because in life, we all say that we want to be consistently doing this so that we can create a balance and be able to get the results that we desire. But the importance of going through these processes over and over again is important so that we can find ways to make major adjustments. So example 1 would be schedule to work 5 days a week and only showing up for 3. Now, unless you want to get fired on your day off, you can't do that. You have to go and move forward with the agreed time that you decide to do. Another example will be paying off a credit card but still using it. If I'm paying off a credit card and we got like a $600 balance, then I put $300 down this month. Then I decide to use the card again and put $200 down. I just basically reneged on myself and just wasted money just because. So that's another example of the lack of consistency. Example 3 deals with going to school for 2 months and drop out when the refund hit. Now, when I went to school at HBCU, the biggest thing that I noticed was that, people went to class dedicated wise. As soon as refunds dropped, they went MIA. And I thought to myself, like, what exactly is your purpose? Because if it's not to get the education that you need, why just do this for the money and end up putting yourself in a hole? That's 3 things of lack of consistency. You could be consistent for a time period, but it doesn't maximize in any way, form, or fashion. So as I thought about it, the word repetition came to mind. And as I did my research, and the best definition that I can come up with was the act of repeating something that has already been said or written. And when you continually do things over and over again, it becomes second nature. Just like if I decide to do 100 push-ups every day, about time I get to that next week, my body's already used to it. So it's important to be repetitious with whatever you do. Now, here are some steps that I used to consistently hit my ideal goal. And just understand this, write this down if you feel like this information is valuable. But if not, just listen and just try to figure out what ways you can cultivate your own list to hit that ideal weight. So let's talk about it. Number 1, remind yourself of what your why is. Meaning, you understand the long-term goal. What is your purpose in doing this? Why are you doing this? Are you doing this to live longer for your kids? Are you doing this to keep yourself healthy as you get older? What is your why? 2, embrace the physical pain and exhaustion. Those first 2 weeks, it's gonna feel like hell. Body gonna be tired. You're gonna be out of breath. You're gonna feel like, man, I can't do this. But just get through there and fight through that, because when you fight through that pain and exhaustion, it shows you that the results are about to kick in. Number 3, Look at the results that you've already made. As you look back at the first day that you took a picture of yourself and reflected like, wow, this is what I look like, this is what it is. Then 2 weeks later, you start seeing a drastic change in your waist size, or your hands getting smaller, or your face getting smaller, or your feet getting smaller. When you start to see these things transform, it gives you a reminder that you're doing the right things. So, number 4, continue to maintain a positive attitude. I know it's going to be times where you feel like quitting. I know it's going to get rough when it's to the point where you just feel like it's useless, because after a while you start seeing your results holding, or might not get to the point where you still losing a lot of weight, but you're toning. The toning process may take longer depending on where you at in your weight range. So it might take longer, but always continue to keep the consistency of this mind being positive, because as long as it's positive, you can get anything done. Point 5, maintain a healthy diet. Sometimes you get tired of eating the same stuff. You get tired of eating salads. You get tired of eating baked food. You get tired of not being able to eat those sweets that we always want. But at the end of the day, it's okay to have a certain time or certain days where you do have a little off the record thing, but don't overdo it. Maintain your healthy diet and transformation will start. And last but not least, adjust your workout schedule if necessary. Now, as you go through, there's going to be things in life that happen. It could be dealing with your job, your family. It could be dealing with any external factors. But you have to realize that just because your schedule has to be adjusted doesn't mean that everything is going to break and fall down and crash. Always keep in mind that the schedule you lay for yourself, or the adjustment you make, be able to live up to that expectation that you set for yourself. So to continue to be consistent and make sure that I'm not lacking any consistency, I use these 6 steps in order to get the best results, not only for me, but for my future self. So when I get older, I won't regret anything. So as we close, I would like to thank you for taking the time out to view this video. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my page. Also, select that notification bell and hit all so you will not miss one video. If you have subscribed, from day one, thank you, I appreciate it. Those that's new, welcome to the team. We're gonna show love continuously, and I'm gonna continually get you right as I go through this path with you. So always remember this phrase: we cannot control the hand that was dealt for us, but we can move with a purpose. I repeat, we cannot control the hand that was dealt for us, but we can move with a purpose. It is your boy, Smooth Blaze, and I'm signing out. Peace and love.